You know the moment just before the interview when you're quickly searching on Google or ChatGPT top job interview questions? Don't worry, you're not alone. In this video, we'll go a little bit beyond that, as I'll not only share the 10 most common questions, but I'll also give you some insights on how to answer them, based on what I've seen over the past 20 years, hiring more than 1,000 people in my career. I just finished up a class at Ecobe Academy, talking about how important it is to do your homework before interviews, in advance when possible. For example, you can check the interviewers' profiles on LinkedIn, and you can practice answering the questions we're just about to go through now. Starting with question number 1, the classic "tell me about yourself." The objective of the question is to have a clear overview of your professional journey, not your entire life story, which I'm sure it's very interesting, but not for the interviewer now. Aim for a beginning, a middle, and an end, where the end should be connected directly to why you are applying for this role and why you are a strong fit. I'll share as examples real answers I've used on my own interviews, because it's important to remember that interviewers were also candidates one day. They will sympathize if you are a little bit nervous at the beginning. So my example to answer the first question. My career has had 3 key phases. First one focused in talent development, where I have supported the design of over 8,000 individual learning plans in Brazil. The second one in international HR management, focused on trading here in Europe, where I have delivered multi-million saving initiatives. And the third one in HR management for multi-billion CapEx projects. So my main competences have been in recruitment, coaching and performance management, which combined with my PMP certification and master's degree in competencies for improving environmental performance make me believe I'm a good fit for this role. I don't know if you would like to know a little bit more details in any of these areas or in something that I didn't mention. So this was my answer, kind of 40 to 60 second speech, where I try to summarize, focusing on results and points that I think would be very interesting for the job description. So what we want to avoid is a chronological description since college and generical terms like I'm hardworking, etc. We don't want to put the interviewer to sleep. So question number 2, what are your strengths? Probably one of the easiest questions. But what we want to see here is how your strengths align with the job. So obviously it's good to pick the ones that match the job description and show what makes you unique, because every one of us has something that makes us unique. So you can say, based on my experience, I've solved similar challenges to what this role requires, like when I did. Or it can be based on feedback, like colleagues often tell me that I communicate clearly and objectively. So question number 3, what are your weaknesses? Basically to check if you know yourself and if you're actively growing. So the tip is to move away from cliches like I'm a perfectionist. Choose a real example, but ideally not something requested on the job description in this case. So you can share how you're working to develop it. I'm still developing my programming skills, which I believe will become essential in most jobs. Or I'm working on delegating more, as I tend to want to solve everything quickly from A to Z. Question number 4, why do you want to work here? They want to know if you are genuinely interested and aligned with the company's culture and goals. So the tip here is to connect your answer with the job. I admire how your company is addressing the sustainability challenge. At company Y, I have worked in something similar and would love to apply the lessons learned over here. Or even, I see great potential for impact and growth, especially in the area of. Then we go to question number 5. Tell me about a challenge you faced and how you resolved it. Meaning, can you stay calm under pressure and solve problems? So you might want to use the DAR method, which is the decision you made, the action you took, and the results you achieved. For example, when we faced recruitment delays, which is a challenge, we decided to change the strategy and focus on referrals and LinkedIn, the decision. So I restructured our workflow, the action, and we reached 100% on-time recruitment, which is the result. Then question number 6, why did you leave your last job? This is the most tricky question. We want to know if there was any serious issue before, how do you handle transitions, and how professional and discreet you are. What's important here is never badmouth the past employer or share confidential information. It's also a contract clause. And if your contract was terminated, it's quite important to choose the right words to explain it. Usually focusing on future goals is a more positive approach than going too much into past details. For example, I'm looking for new challenges that align more closely with my goals. And your industry seems to be a great opportunity for that. Or you can say, I'm seeking growth opportunities that are not available at my current company, unfortunately, which is smaller and has limited leadership turnover. Then question number 7, where do you see yourself in 5 years? We want to check if your goals are consistent with what the company can offer. Ideally, they should match the company's culture and goals. Examples, I would like to grow into leadership roles at the right pace for companies where the culture is like more focused on ambitious candidates. Or I hope to contribute to impact projects like this and increase responsibility over time. Then question number 8, what are your salary expectations? In short, can we afford you? Good response is, based on my experience and market research, I would expect something between X and Y. That said, I'm open to discussion depending on the overall compensation package. It's good to remember that sites like Glassdoor can help with salary ranges, but remember, sometimes variable remuneration and pension schemes can be more valuable than a few percentage more in salary. Then question number 9, we're getting there. Do you prefer to work in a team or independently? Or what's your work style? In most roles, the best answer is teamwork, of course, but make sure to support it with examples. Like, I enjoy working in teams and have collaborated successfully with people of various profiles such as. Or you can say, I really believe in collaboration, but I'm also independent and can deliver results solo when needed. And finally, question number 10. Do you have any questions for us? This is your golden moment, and you would be surprised how many candidates just miss it. What's important here is to ask thoughtful questions that show your genuine interest and position yourself as someone who can solve the problems that have justified the opening of this position. Here you can show you are not just a standard candidate, you are already thinking as the chosen one. Examples. What are the team's biggest challenges right now? What are the immediate priorities for this role? Or how is performance measured here? How does position impact on the company's key results? What's the leadership style in the team? And this can also help you to prepare for the next interview round with the hiring manager. Is there anything about my profile you would like to clarify? So this shows how open and transparent you are. Now, if you want a printable checklist with these 10 questions with more sample answers, and a template to prepare and print before each interview, just access with the link in the description below. So now good luck and believe in yourself. You've got this. We're here at Ecobe Academy channel whenever you need support. Thanks for watching.